What's up guys, I'm Anamik, an independent game developer, and welcome to my channel The Devil Charts. If you are new here, please like and subscribe to my channel because I post videos for about 4 times a week. Today I'm going to talk about how to set the pricing for your indie game. There are many developers who have asked that they don't know how to price their indie game and they don't know how much they charge for their indie game. So today I'm going to share some of the tips that might be really useful for you to set the appropriate pricing for your indie game. You have to take various things into consideration when pricing your indie game. The first thing is the budget of your project, like how much money you put into making your game. Like it is one of the vital part of it. So I would say that depending upon your budget, you should set your pricing. And if there's some kind of difference in budgets, like if your budget is $1 million and you made $500,000, then you are already in loss of $500,000. So you have to price the game accordingly, and you have to understand that. So another tip I have is how much content your game has. Gamers really expect a lot of content from their games, even from the small indie games like that. So the expectation is really high nowadays. So we have to know what to do that and how to do that, how to cope up with this situation. If your game has a lot of content, you can charge more, and if your game has less content, you have to charge less, and that's simple as that. Also, as I said, the budget is also important, so you have to keep all these things in mind when pricing your indie game. Third tip is the length of your indie game. For instance, if your game is half an hour long or an hour long, I would say charge about $1 or $2. Depending upon the quality of the game, you can charge it even more, like $1 to $5, whatever you think is fair for that game, but keep it at a lower end because it's only an hour long. So the length also depends on the pricing also depends upon the length. So the next thing is the quality of the game. If your game has a really high graphics quality, obviously you have to charge more, because in order to make high quality graphics you need a lot of budget, and to fulfill that one you have to charge your game. You have to charge more for your game, and in order to get their money back. And you know what, whatever the people say, it doesn't matter, but graphics is super important nowadays. If your graphics is really good, many people will give it a try, otherwise they will not give it a try because it is already very, very competitive in the market. So another tip I would say is how many people are working in your game. Like if you have a bigger team, and then obviously you have to charge a bit more, because the $1 game won't cut that for you. Like the $1 game will not do any good to your team, because this is a lot of time. Some men are putting a lot of work into it, and when a few developers in your team are putting a lot of time into the project, they need to be paid appropriately. Okay, so you have to put a higher price for your game, and obviously make sure that all this quality, quantity, and this length of this game, the quality of the game, and the budget are in sync in order to price this game. In the end, you have to decide your own budget. Like you have to decide how much you should charge for your game. I'd say go for what you think is worth, your game is worth. Like you can use a poll voting system. That might work only if you have a player base already. Otherwise, I don't think it will work like that. So, and in the end, it's up to you to price your indie game appropriately. And for some reason, you might face some problems because you priced your game inappropriately, and people and the players who are playing your game are saying that this pricing is not justified, depending upon the content this game has. So you just have to experiment with this stuff and see which pricing works best for you. And that's what I wanted to share. Like these are the tips that I can share with you guys. So I hope this video is really helpful for you. If it is, please like and subscribe to my channel because I post 4 times a week. And thanks for watching, and see you again in the next video.